What up, YouTube? It's NoChainzz, and I am back for another commentary. And we are back for another episode of the Milwaukee Bucks MyGm here in NBA 2K14 for the PS4. And my assistant is letting me know that we are approaching the trade deadline, and that sparked a thought in my brain. I want to get rid of some of these mediocre players with big contracts. Okay, I cannot couple Zaza Pachulia along with Ilyasova. No team wanted to take on those two contracts together unless they were giving me a player who had a very high salary in return. So my thinking behind getting Josh McRoberts from the Charlotte Bobcats along with the second round pick was Josh McRoberts can come in and play for us now, but the real treat is the draft pick, and this is a very deep draft. I've scouted a lot of players who are projected to go in the second round, and I had a commentator, sim basketball operator, let me know that the stock, or when they're supposed to be drafted, gets switched a little bit closer to the draft, and it sort of fluctuates throughout the season. So I'm not going to count on Noah Vonleh being there in the second round or any of the other players we scouted who are mostly projected to go into the second round. But before I go any further in that, we are facing off against the Boston Celtics. The Milwaukee Bucks have fallen behind 500 with a record of 24-26, and we have fallen all the way to the 7th seed, and we definitely want to improve on that. Brandon Knight is coming back for his first game, and that should help our chances. As you see, he's on fire right now to start off this game, as the Milwaukee Bucks have gotten off to a very fast start. But we really want to increase our spot in the conference, because we don't want to be fighting for that 8th spot or that 7th spot come April. So we really have to improve now as the deadline is approaching. We really want to get a little bit better and pull things together. But anyway, back to what I was saying about the rookies and stuff. I want to draft some of those guys I scouted, and most of the guys I scouted, McGarry, Jabari Parker has even fell back to the second round. I'm not sure about this draft class, but I don't know if they move up, which is what Sim Basketball Operator said. They move up throughout the season, but he's pretty much moved back and forth. Jabari Parker started as a lotto, went back to second round. I'm not sure how it works, but most of the guys that we want are in the second round. So we have 3 draft picks in all. We have acquired the one from the Bobcats, then we have the 2 of our own. And let's say one of the guys that are projected to go in the second end up moving forward in their draft stock. We can trade our seconds in order to move into late ones, or we could do a lot of different things. We have a lot of different options. 3 draft picks definitely gives me a little bit of flexibility when it comes to trading near draft time. But the reason why I'm trying to stock up on these draft picks and want to get a few young players or rookies, because like I said, I really like this draft. And then on top of that, the guys that we have outside of OJ Mayo and, in my opinion, Brandon Knight, none of these guys are sure starters or superstars or guys that I would want to start. There's John Henson. Despite that great dunk he just had, I don't think he's going to be our starter. He'll be good off the bench maybe, as Jeff Adrian will be leaving this offseason, and Josh McRoberts may leave as well. So he'll be the only power forward on the roster. But I don't know that he's the answer, as he gets a nice pass from Ramon Sessions there. Ramon Sessions is leaving, so I may want to get a point guard to come off of the bench behind Brandon Knight. And lastly, Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's played very, very well, but in the last few games I played, he hasn't been playing well. So that pretty much led me to believe that he's not really who I thought he was. Not quite who I thought he was, because I thought he could be a guy who can give you 25 almost, at least twice a week, something like that, or at least once a week. But he doesn't even do that. He had a few very good scoring games, but other than that, hasn't been playing well. But Delfino may go back into the starting 5, but we'll just have to see what happens. We may want to draft a small forward. Sorry about that. I've talked through the whole halftime interview, but we are leading in this game pretty handily over the Boston Celtics by a score of 58-47. We are playing pretty good right now, and you guys see Brandon Knight is having himself a game, and it's pretty much the reason why we are leading in this game. OJ Mayo hasn't played too well so far, but there's Antetokounmpo from behind the arc. But anyway, like I was saying, as far as this team, I'm not even sure Larry Sanders will be the starter down the road, even though I really like his game defensively. And offensively, I believe it's a work in progress. But I may want to draft a center. Who knows what'll happen, and have Larry Sanders come off the bench. You really don't know. I still have some time to think about it. I'm not sure if I want to go after any free agents. I think I may just stick to the draft. But let me know what you guys want me to do, or who I should draft. I'll probably be live streaming the off season, which is pretty much standard protocol for any of my series. You guys always get to see the live streams and give your input on what I should do. And to be honest, I'm going to let you guys in on something, and it's part of me being a bad YouTuber and a bad MyGM player. I haven't even checked their cap situation. I just know I wanted to get rid of Zaza Pachulia's contract and Ilyasova. And look at that dunk by Larry Sanders there. Like I said, his offense is a work in progress. But you guys see, they're chipping away at this lead we created in the first half, and they're trying to come back. But OJ Mayo has something to say about that. But like I said, I haven't really looked at their cap room, so I can't say if I could sign a free agent or not, or a star free agent. I doubt any of them will probably even want to come to Milwaukee. But I haven't done the offseason in MyGM at all yet, so don't give it away for me. I'm going to go through it all blindly as we do the live stream. Probably will be in a few weeks, because we're towards the middle of the season right now. Right after this game is the All-Star break. Then after that, you guys will see a few more games. But let me know right now, do you guys want to see a lot of games before the playoffs if we make it? Because most likely the games that I show you will have a very crucial part in whether or not we make the playoffs. Because I told you right now we're fighting for that 7th seed. And yeah, so do you guys want to see more games or less games before the postseason if we make it, you know, or the off season if we don't? So let me know. But guys, look at this great block by Carlos Delfino. And I'm mentioning this, I'm cutting off my discussion to talk about how do you call a timeout without pausing it. I really have no idea, and I could just Google it or something, but I'm doing the commentary right now and I'm asking you guys. So is there a button you can press to call a timeout? I had trouble figuring that out in Madden at first too. I tried the touchpad and I don't think it works either. But we are winding down in the fourth quarter. I'm actually going to commentate the last couple of minutes because it does get interesting. We increase our lead to 11 points. OJ Mayo will sink the final free throw, and with 4 minutes left now, we only lead by 9 points. Make that 11, and Antetokounmpo will slash his way into the lane and increase it to 11 points. And then Gerald Wallace will get a nice slam there to decrease their deficit to only 7 points. And there's Gerald Wallace again facilitating. He finds Jared Sullinger for the short range jump shot, and now they only trail by 5 points. Make that 3 from a fading mid-range jump shot by Avery Bradley. And then we run a play for OJ Mayo. He cannot come up clutch, so now their deficit is only 3 points. We've led all game, and they've been trying to come back, and they finally do it. Avery Bradley hitting another jump shot, so now we only lead by 1 point. But they go for the double team and leave John Henson open, and that will leave him plenty of room to sink that shot, and he does just that. And then Jeff Green tries for the turnaround jump shot, and he does not get it. Great defense by Antetokounmpo. Here's their last chance. They had to get something, and Avery Bradley will put it up, and he will miss, and the Bucks escape the rally attempt by the Boston Celtics. We pretty much led all game, but they finally were able to bring it down to 1 point there with under 45 seconds left. But here is the box score. We shot just a little bit better than them. OJ Mayo had a very nice game. Brandon Knight went 18 and 11, and then Antetokounmpo had 14 on 5 for 8 shooting. Not that bad. Larry Sanders gets his double-double, 12 points, 13 rebounds, and then we had some other contributions. I shot a lot of shots with McRoberts, trying to fill out how good he is scoring-wise, but he didn't score well. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. Let me know if you guys want to see a lot of games before the offseason or very few games before the offseason, and I'll see you guys in the next one later.